Hello, good morning, year 2 students. You're welcome to our English lesson for today. So for this lesson, we are going to need our learner's books, our activity books, our pencils and erasers. Our learner's books, activity books, pencils and erasers. Our learning objective for today's lesson will be in listening. Learners will be able to listen to a story. In speaking, we'll be able to discuss and act out a story. In reading, learners will be able to read the story and answer the questions. In writing, we are going to complete sentences, complete a story map, and write the end of a story. Criteria for success in this lesson will be for critical thinking. Learners will be able to predict and find the structure of a story. In language, learners will be able to identify past simple verbs, regular and irregular verbs. For vocabulary words, we'll find words in the story such as beetle, worm, blow, shiver, mouse, lift up, busy, chase, scare, bite, and yelp. Our value for this week is families and friends help each other. Okay, just a quick reminder of what we'll need for this lesson. We'll need our learner's books, our activity books, our pencils, our erasers, and also you can bring out your CD2, and play it to listen to the audio story about Little Ant. Okay, that will help you understand the story even better. Today, we are still going to read our story about Little Ant. Remember to watch this link to understand the story map. Okay, so we are on page 78 of our learner's book. Okay, dear students, so in this slide we are going to read out the story and then look for the past verbs in the story about Little Ant. Okay, at the left hand side of this slide, you're going to find some past verbs which you have to look for in the story and then circle them or draw a line under them. Now, what is a verb? A verb is a word used to describe an action. A verb is a word that is used to describe an action. Okay, so look for all the words that have been used to describe an action in the story we read yesterday about Little Ant, which you're still going to read again, and then you draw a line under every past verb you see in the story. For directions, you can check on the left hand side of this slide. Okay, so in the next page, which is page 85, which continues with the story about Little Ant, we are going to underline all the past verbs still in the story. So look for the past verbs in this page 85 of your learner's books and then draw a line under the past simple verbs. Again, we are still expected to read through the story and then draw a line under the past verbs, okay? And on your left hand side you can see some of the past verbs, so this helps to give you a guide. In this slide we are expected to find these words in the story and draw a circle around them, okay? We are also expected to talk about the meaning of these words, the words we can see which have been boldly written out, such as blow, shiver, lift up, chase, scare, bite. So we are going to talk about these words and I'll be telling you the meaning of each of these words. Okay? Now, what does it mean to blow? To blow means to clear off something by forcing air through. To blow means to clear off something by forcing air through. To shiver. What does it mean to shiver? To shiver means to shake slightly or uncontrollably as a result of being cold. What does it mean to lift up? To lift up means to take up something, to elevate or to raise something upwards. Okay, the next word is chase. What does it mean to chase? To chase means to drive or cause something to go away. And the next word is scare. To scare means to cause great fear. To scare means to cause great fear. And to bite. What does it mean to bite? To bite means to use your teeth to cut into something. To use your teeth to cut through something. Okay, so we are asked to find the past simple forms of each of these verbs that have been told us in the story. What are the verbs again? I just explained them to you. Blow, shiver, lift up, chase, scare, and bite. So we are expected to find the past simple forms of these words. So you can get a guide on how to get the past simple forms of the verbs told to you in page 87 on this slide. So we have some activities. So bring out your activity books so that we can do some activities. Okay, so are we all on page 72 of our activity books? Okay, so if we are all on page 72 of our activity books, we have an activity in this page. Okay, and there are two parts of this activity. The first one says Little Ant's Problem. But before we go to the activity, so now are you able to read, to discuss and act out a story? If yes, you circle yes. If sometimes, you circle sometimes. And if not yet, you circle not yet. Okay, so the first activity says Little Ant's Problem. And the instruction says, think about the story of Little Ant. Read the questions, write your answer. What fell? The first question says, what fell on Little Ant? So you're expected to write in the space provided here, what fell on Little Ant? Question 2 says, Little ant asked a mouse, a cat, and a dog for help. Did they help little ant? Okay, so you're going to write your answer in the space provided. The second part of this activity, the activity on this page 72, says the solution. And the instruction says, Cousin Flea helped little ant. Finish the sentences. Write the past tense of the verb in bracket on the line. So, in this exercise, we are expected to use the words, for example, bite, to write the word bite, the past tense of bite, in there on the line. Okay, so you're going to write the past tense of the word bite in this line. Okay, and then you do the rest for the rest of the activity. So on page 73, we also have an activity to do. It says, what happened next? What happened next? Little ant came home to her mother. She and her mother were very happy. What do you think they did after this? Draw a picture. So you're going to draw a picture in this space provided about what you think happened next after little ant got home. Okay, and after you've drawn your picture, remember, little ant was so happy, and the mom was as well happy when little ant got home. After you've drawn your picture of what you think happened, you're going to write sentences to go with your picture in the space provided below here. Okay, so this is the end of our class today. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye.